Maldives, a 1,200 atoll archipelago, spans 510 miles across the Indian Ocean. The Coral Islands, famous for its reef-ringed white sand and blue waters, are blessed with diversity of flora and fauna on the islands, reefs, and its surrounding ocean. Predicted to be one of the countries most affected by climate change and rising sea levels, Maldives is committed to achieve a carbon-neutral economy by 2020. Human intervention is required to cope with climate impact, to strategically confront environmental changes that are taking place.
We are hearing that the sea level is going to be rise and the island is going to be down, so we are a little bit afraid. We just think that we don't have a safe side to go. We have to just transport from here to another country.
Yeah, I mean, they say Maldives is one of the most vulnerable countries in the world to sea level rising. As the temperatures rise in the sea, coral can't survive in those hot temperatures, and we get bleaching events. And what will happen with these islands, they're protected by the coral reef around the island. But if that's lost, that protective barrier would also be lost and the islands could be washed away.
If let's say we continue whatever we're doing by not doing anything, like continue to burn fossil fuels, creating this global warming, etc. Yes, there will be a day when Maldives will really be submerged in water.
We do not have any plans for that because we don't know that what are the things going to happen.
It's time for us to start doing something. So we'll start now, and then we'll prevent it from happening. Ingli entered into the solar industry in 1996. We were listed in 2007 in the New York Stock Exchange. In 2012 and 2013, we were the #1 in the world in terms of shipment for solar, and we have been involved in quite a number of large-scale utilities every year. As of today, there has been more than 11 gigawatt of solar panels installed in the world.
Sonela's a luxury brand. We're focused on the very high end of the market. We founded Six Senses Resorts as well. Back in 1995, we were the first luxury resort operator in the Maldives. Our core purpose is to create engaging and imaginative slow life. In summary, what we're trying to do is we're trying to offer our guests luxuries whilst minimizing our impact on the planet and enhancing their health. We're the first and I think still the only hotel company to measure all 3 scopes of carbon. So on every room rate, we added 2%. So there's the service charge, the government GST, and there's a 2% carbon levy. That money goes into the Soneva Foundation, which is a UK charity. I believe quite strongly that businesses must make small changes to their business model, which do not negatively impact on their profitability or the way guests perceive them, but which can raise considerable capital for good causes. Back in 2008, we also banned branded bottled water in our hotel. So no Evian, no Vittel, just water bottled on site. Recycling our bottles, washing them, treating our water, purifying it, adding minerals, etc. So we had a big reduction in our cost of sales from 20% down to 2%. That 18% of water revenues has gone to water charities, and including some Six Senses properties which contributed as well.
An initiative like Project Maldives is helping the country to move away from the reliance on fossil fuels, on diesel. Every island in the Maldives will have diesel generators. Moving to renewable energy like solar is definitely the right direction to be going. It's something that we want to be a part of, and I believe at the end of this project we'll have the biggest solar field in the country.
The rationale of this whole project is very simple. Soneva wanted to incorporate solar so that they can reduce carbon emission for the whole resort. And second thing is actually on cost savings, because diesel is expensive. One of the benefits that we also discovered is that it increased the employment for the local Maldivians. Ingli will provide training. Local Maldivians will be deployed, so there's enhancement in skill as well.
Project Maldives aims to raise $350,000 over 2 years. Investors can expect an 8% yield per annum to be paid out every 12 months. At the end of 2 years, investors will receive the full payout of their initial investment capital.
It's a win-win situation for everybody.
Even though we're a small island, we have the possibility to be a leader and to provide some solutions that other parts of the world can adopt.